Buenos días, clase. Hola, bienvenidos a la clase de español 5. Eso es el video de subjuntivo imperfecto para los verbos querer y poder y el uso de querer y poder en el subjuntivo imperfecto. Mira, esos son probablemente los últimos apuntes del año, del semestre, porque solamente tenemos como 2 semanas más, o no recuerdo, 1 o 2 semanas. No tenemos mucho tiempo después de esa semana. Entonces, más como práctica y un poco más de cultura y adiós. Espero que ustedes estén bien todo. Los verbos querer y poder tienen usos un poco únicos, un poco diferentes en el español, en el subjuntivo imperfecto del español. They're used in more formal and polite type language. So just kind of going over their use real quick. Primero con querer. Ese verbo, cuando está en el subjuntivo imperfecto, parece como quisiera. That's what it looks like when it's conjugated past subjunctive. Obviously, that's going to change a little bit based on the subject, but so like, tú would be quisieras, él, usted quisiera, otra vez, nosotros quisiéramos, quisierais, quisieran, ¿sí? ¿Cómo se usa? De 2 maneras, ¿sí? Primero, con un objeto, with an object, with a noun, immediately following quisiera. It means that you would like something, like a really nice way of saying that you want something. You would use this kind of in a restaurant. If you're at a restaurant, you could order something by saying, yo quiero 2 burritos, por favor. And that's not necessarily rude, it's just, you're not really asking for it. You're saying, I want 2 burritos. Okay? If you're ordering, you really should use quisiera. ¿Sí? Entonces, por ejemplo, I could say, quisiera 2 burritos, ¿sí? O, no sé, quisiéramos, ¿qué es una cosa? Quisiéramos un wide receiver nuevo. For you Packer fans out there, the draft was just yesterday. See, quisiéramos un wide receiver nuevo. We would like a new wideout for the team. See, this is an object after the verb, and so quisiera would roughly translate to would like or would want something. Just a polite way of asking for something. El otro uso es con un verbo with another verb directly after it. And when another verb is coming after quisiera, it roughly means wish in English. That's how we translate it, is to wish for something. If the subject is not changing, so in other words, if I am wishing for something for myself, it's really easy. You just put the verb directly after it, not conjugated, in the infinitive form. So like, my example on the notes was quisiera ser más alto. I would like to be more tall. Wouldn't we all? Or quisiera tener una casa grande. I wish I had a big house. See? You can also kind of just say, you're basically saying, I would like to have a big house, because that's really, when you're saying you're wishing for something, what the same meaning is. We just would more or less translate this to wish in English. See? What gets a little trickier is that if you have 2 different subjects. So if I'm wishing for something for someone else, if I'm wishing for something, sorry if you couldn't hear me, I was talking away from the camera. If you're wishing for something for someone else, like I wish that you listened to me, something like that, then you need to conjugate, you need to separate those 2 verbs with a que, because you have 2 different clauses, and conjugate the second verb in past subjunctive as well for the appropriate subject. So with that example, I wish you listened, no, please, I can't spell, Jesucristo, to me. Boom. Tenemos quisiera would be I wish, que me escucharas. Okay? Quisiera, I wish. Escucharas would be the tu form of escuchar in the past subjunctive. The me is the direct object there, object pronoun. Good Lord, I'm stumbling into the whiteboard. All right, bueno. Eso es el uso de querer, probably the most common of the, most important of the two. Poder in el subjuntivo imperfecto. First off, when you conjugate it, it looks like pudiera. Pudiera. See? Oftentimes, you probably will put this in the you form and have it as pudieras, which is what I just did there accidentally. The reason being is that, again, you use this in very formal language, and it's going to mean like... would or could when you're typically requesting something from someone. Like I might say, pudieras hacer tu tarea, like, would you do your homework, or could you do your homework, please? Is really, it's kind of just a polite way of asking someone to do something. Hola, gatita. Pudieras darme un favor. Could you give me a favor? I guess we'd probably say hacerme un favor. Could you do me a favor? Something like that. But pudiera really means would or could in a polite context of asking for something. We might say like, if you could do this, would you do this? Something like that as well. Pero eso es el uso de poder y querer en el subjuntivo imperfecto. Quisiera, pudiera, ¿sí? Espero que los apuntes sean claros, más o menos. I hope the notes are clear. And if you have questions of the assignment for this week, it's really, it's not really getting into the wish stuff so much as using pudiera in quisiera is a formal way of asking for something. Pero bien, pase un buen día y hasta luego.